Hello and welcome to Rathods Science Academy. Today in this session, we are going to see current affairs of 18th July 2024. So here I am taking daily edition. So whichever edition you are having, you can go through that edition. So there is no problem with changing of editions. So in this front page, so here we have one important article that you can see. Title says, amid race and terror attacks, 12 militant groups found to be active in Jammu region. So what is the keyword here? So keyword is infiltration in Jammu and Kashmir. So from last 2 weeks, we are getting this article of infiltration in Jammu and Kashmir, right? But here we got one interesting news. So what is that interesting news is? So finally, we discovered around 12 active militant groups which are working in Jammu and Kashmir. But now the problem here is they are using technology. So they are using advanced technology compared to of Indian militants. So because of that, so they are causing havoc in this Jammu and Kashmir now. Okay. So what are the dimensions you have to see here? You have to know what is this infiltration again. Next one is you have to see what are the causes of this infiltration. And you have to see what are the measures we are taking. And now you have to add one important dimension here from this article. This article says about what are the challenges we are facing to control this infiltration. And this article is telling about these challenges and this thing that you have to make a note in your notebook regarding current affairs. Okay, so from which subject it is important? GS paper 3 under internal security. Apart from this, international relations, GS paper 2. And apart from this, GS paper 2 and 1, society and social issues, how it is having impact on society. And even one more idea we can connect here is, they are using advanced technology, right? So there may be internet shutdown soon, so that we can connect with science and technology. And whenever there is internet shutdown, we can also connect with GS paper 3, economy. It will be having impact on trade, vagaira, etc. Right? So in all these subjects point of view, we can connect this topic. Clear? Okay, now let us see which technology they are using so that these people that are not even being traced, right? And here you have to see at least the names of which are those 12 active groups, because when you are writing your answers in your mains, at least you have to give the examples of those active militant groups, right? So for that you need to know at least the names. So we are going to see those names also, and those names you can see here and there in news. So whenever you are seeing that names, you have to remember like, yes, I studied that name so and so. I think Usha ma'am had teach that somewhere, sometime. So like that you will be getting at least some memory in your back of your mind. Okay. So if you see this article is saying that there is increasing of terror attacks. We know from last 10 to 15 days, there are huge number of attacks are happening. So can you tell me, in yesterday's class also we discussed one place in Jammu and Kashmir where the attack happened. What is that place? Yeah? D? Uh, not the Doda. Yes, you are right, Rashmi, the Doda region. So in that way, whenever you are getting that places, yesterday itself I said to make the list of the places in Jammu and Kashmir. So how many of you did that? Madam Monica? Why? You? Yesterday slept because of headache, right? Venkatesh, you? What is this, sir? Okay. So here you have to identify which are those 12 militant groups, and actually they are using advanced technology to evade security forces. So they are not even recognized by our security forces because they are using advanced technology. So can you tell me at least one technology they might be using, at least any guess? You will be knowing about technology, tell me. Can you guess at least any technology they are using so that they are not even identified or traced? Drones means we can see and we can identify it easily. Tell me. At least guess what might have they used, so that when we discuss, let us see whether your guesses are tallying with the content or not. Come on. Think. You have to think. CSE students? Come on. You, Venkatesh. CSE? Tell me. No idea. So how we will be communicating with one person to another person by using mobiles? If you are having SIM in that, can we trace? With SIM, we can easily trace the calls to whom they are talking with, and even location also, like if they are on the GPS, we can trace. But they are using SIM-less mobiles. SIM-less mobile. So because of that, they can easily communicate with them, and they are doing their blast, everything, attacks, but they are not tracing by our militant forces. So this is the one. And can you guess any other technologies that can be used? Yeah, internet protocol. Okay, very good. Next. CSE students. Madam Rashmita. No idea. Okay. So they are using advanced technology like offline mobile apps which will work without internet, offline mobile apps, and also VPN, YSMS for communication. So CSE students, tell me about what is this YSMS? Any idea? What is this YSMS communication? Okay, take down the question, you have to know this. So even regarding this VPN also, in UPSC 2022 there was question. So whenever you are getting this technology, you have to know what is it exactly. So know about what is this VPN and YSMS. What is VPN and what is YSMS, which is used by security, so not security, militant people for effective communication. What is VPN and what is YSMS, used by militants for effective communication? To just write these words VPN and YSMS and do search about those. And next one is they are using SIM-less phone activation and also Bluetooth connectivity. So they are using Bluetooth to talk or to connect, and even SIM-less mobile phones, so that they can coordinate regarding attacks. Based on that, they are attacking our militant groups, right? And the next one is, because of this, it is becoming a very great challenge to our security forces to trace or to track the activities of these militants in that Jammu and Kashmir region. And even one more advantage for these militant groups here is, because of undulating topography. Why? We have Himalayas in this region, right? Rough topography. And apart from that, we are also having dense forest in this region. So they are acting as a hiding spots for these militants, and they are allowing them to evade detection, and as well as they are easily escaping from our militant group, from our navy. Okay, navy, not navy, it is army. Okay. And please take down the note of these 12 active groups. So first one is Lashkar-e-Taiba, LET, Lashkar-e-Taiba. Next one is Hizbul Mujahideen. So you'll be coming across these names when you are reading your newspaper. So first one is LET, next one is Hizbul Mujahideen, next one is Jaish-e-Mohammed, JEM, and next one is Al-Badr, ALBADR, and next one is HUM, and next one is TUM, TUM. So take down the names. So when you are writing about this militant activists in this Jammu and Kashmir, you have to list down at least 4 to 5 names. And next one is Lashkar-e-Islam, Ansar Ghazawat-ul-Hind. So is it difficult? Is it difficult to write and to remember? But there is no choice, you have to do. Come on, take down. So don't ask any excuse like, ma'am, please. Okay. Next one is Kashmiri Taliban. You can remember this name easily. Kashmiri Taliban. And next, Jamaat ul Mujahideen Bangladesh. Next, Islamic State in Jammu and Kashmir. You can remember this also easy. IS in Jammu and Kashmir. So wherever you're getting word IS, IS is nothing but Islamic State. IS. Like that you will be getting many organizations. Name will be like Islamic State. Okay. So is there any important article in the front page apart from this? Have you gone through? Any important article? There is nothing important. Only one is important. Okay. So if you move on to states page, is there any article important in your states page? States page, any important article? Manoj, tell me. Do you know about this Yatra? Anyone? Karnataka people. You know about this? Order to eateries on Kanwar Yatra route in UP to display owners' names, states now. So actually this article is regarding Lingayats and as well as the people who worship Lord Shiva. No idea. Lingayats in Karnataka. Okay, right. Take down the question. Write a short note on this Kanwar Yatra. Write a short note on Kanwar Yatra. Write a short note on Kanwar Yatra. Especially during this Ashad Mass and as well as Shravan Mass, so the people, they will be going on foot and they will be fetching water from river Ganga. Okay, so that is the thing which happens in this Yatra. It is one of the important Hindu pilgrimage site they will be visiting, okay, without any shoes or without any chappals. So can you see this article? Center asks states to ensure that queer communities get equal rights in prisons. So recently we discussed one article like caste-based discrimination is happening in prisons. Yes, do you have any idea? So that is the extension of this article, right? There is nothing much to read here because already whatever which is important we discussed in that class. Do you remember or do you recall what are the things that we discussed? At least do you have any idea that we discussed this article or not? Yes or no, we discussed or not? Okay, tell me about constitutional provisions regarding this caste-based discrimination prison. We discussed there. So which articles will be violated? Which articles? Even in yesterday's class also we discussed. Which articles will be violated in our fundamental rights? Right to equality. Tell me which articles? Article 14 to 18. And right to? Yeah, right to life. Which article? 21 apart from that. And tell me which are the acts are there to protect this low caste people in India? SCs and STs especially. Which acts? Money. Which acts? SC/ST Atrocities Act. Have you heard this? Yes or no? Many a times I said in the class. Wow, very good. You're doing very good revision. Okay, so revise that article at least, whatever the dimensions I gave in that class. So go and revise that once. So you have to do repeated revisions or else I'll take revision classes of current affairs if you come on Sunday. Is it okay? Revision classes. You see this article? Read the title. Report soon on financial irregularities in Periyar Tiger Conservation Foundation. So what is this article saying? Have you gone through this article? So tell me at least where is this Periyar Tiger Reserve is located, in which state? Do you know? Yes, Kerala. Okay, so what this article is saying about financial irregularities, what it means? Come on, try to link something. You can do it. Yeah, financial irregularities are there. regarding Tiger Conservation Foundation. So you can guess what is this article is talking about, at least guesses. Okay, so this article is talking about, one thing is clear, that is Periyar Tiger Reserve, right? I'll make you learn how can you guess what that article is talking even without reading the content. Okay, so Tiger Reserve, right? So we know that it is located in Kerala. So we have only one hint here. It is talking about tiger. Tiger is a big animal, belongs to cat species, and to protect this tiger, we have Project Tiger. Yes or no? That means we are focusing on conservation of this tiger species. Yes, we are focusing on conservation of this tiger species. So if you move on to this article, it is saying about financial irregularities. That means there is something which is going wrong regarding finances which are allocated to that tiger conservation project, right? Okay, now tell me what this article is saying about. Yes, now tell me. I gave you every hint. No, now you have to at least guess what is happening here in Tiger Reserve. Lack of financial support. Okay, tell me your idea. They are not auditing. Yes, very good. Okay, auditing. Next. Next. Okay, sufficient funds. That means you are saying about diverting of funds, right? Next, Rashmita. You have to think, no one will be teaching you current affairs in this fashion. Money, you're intelligent. Come on, tell me. Yes, that comes under this diverting only, no? No, misusing, right? Yeah, misusing. Very good. Next. I know you can give answer for this kind of questions. You too. Okay, this article is saying exactly these three things. Yes, now you are in a condition of guessing what is given in this article even without reading the content, right? So if you practice this, then within 10 days, without reading even content, you can guess something. And after guessing, if you read what is the given in that, if you are tallying that, you can remember it for a long time. Okay, clear? So now actually this article is saying that whatever the funds which are giving for this conservation of these tigers under this Periyar Tiger Reserve Foundation, so they are not using properly. There is misusing, diverting, and as well as there is lack of proper audits. These 3 points given exactly in that article. Okay, now you can remember it for a longer time, right? Okay, now let us see this in clear. So this article is saying that Kerala Finance Inspection Wing now came up with a report, and it said that in this Periyar Tiger Conservation Foundation, there is financial irregularities which is going on, and they are going for illegal purchases. That means they are misusing the things or they are diverting the funds. And next one is there is lack of audits. So the points you said are there here, right? Yeah. And if you see the key points, what you have to get here is, so we are giving certain funds for the protection of certain animal. So whenever there is illegal purchasing, or like whenever there is no auditing, means what is the use of that fund or what is the use of the project. So these funds, you are the people who are paying taxes to the government, right? And you will be paying taxes to the government. Why? Government will be doing something good. But if this is a misuse which is happening, means will taxpayers be happy after reading this news? No, right? They will try to evade the taxes. Yes or no? And again that will lead to loss to the government or exchequer. So here what is the thing we have to focus is transparency and accountability. So in this conservation efforts, we are having not only Project Tiger, we have Project Rhino, Project Elephant, where we are saving these big animals. So in these projects, we need transparency and we need accountability in our conservation efforts. So the first important thing that we have to take from this article. And next one is misuse of funds is happening. So for that, we need to have proper auditing and proper tracking of where the money is going. because already we have digitalization everything and we are using the digital platforms, so we can easily track the money now from which account it is going on, right? That we can see. And next one here is actually this Periyar Tiger Conservation Foundation, which had formed in 2004. Why it formed? Because to increase the protection for this tiger reserve, but now it is facing the allegations of financial irregularities now. So here that means we can understand there is lack of proper government audits, and as well as there is lack of proper tender processes. That means if you're going for any project in any tiger reserve, for example, building of fences, so we will be giving that project as per tender, right? So tender will be given, and who quotes the less amount, the tender will be given to that. But there is no proper tender process happening. So because of that, the people, they are diverting the money, okay, illegally. So that is the thing which is happening here. So if you see about this Periyar Tiger Reserve, where it is located in Western Ghats, okay, and you can get a question like Periyar Tiger Reserve is present in Eastern Ghats. Whether it is a right or wrong? Wrong. So in this way, you have to focus on the keywords which are given in the statements of your prelims questions. So you should be very careful whenever you are reading the question. Okay. It is located in Western Ghats in Kerala, and it is declared as Tiger Reserve in year 1978. Even UPSC will play games by using these years. You have to be very sure with the years also. It may give like 1980 or 1965, 1974. The correct year is 1978, especially for this tiger reserves. And next one is actually there are two main rivers which are flowing through this tiger reserve. And whenever you are taking any forest or any tiger reserve or any national park, you have to see like geography also, like which are the hills are located there, or else which is the important fauna and flora which is present in that region, which is famous for. And we have to see which are the rivers which are moving, if there is any lake is there or not. So like that, as-pas ke regions you have to see in the map. So in that way, you have to make a clear-cut notes whenever you are getting any type of tiger reserve or elephant reserve or any corridor or any national park, biosphere reserve, anything is in news from environment, you have to focus on all these dimensions. It is a both mix of your geography and as well as environment. Okay. So two main rivers. First one is Pamba River and next one is Periyar River. Okay. And even you have to see tribal communities. So even in yesterday's class, we discussed about one tribal community. From which state? Tribal community, Venkatesh, in yesterday's class. At least tell me regarding which topic we discussed that. Custodial death? Yeah, tell me which tribal group now. Okay, I'll give you the state, MP. Yes, now tell me the tribal community name. Parda. Okay, Parda tribal community from MP. In yesterday's class only we discussed at this time. So many of you might be in dreams. Only body present, mind absent, right? Most of you. Then why are you not answering? Okay, from tomorrow onwards, whenever you're sitting for the class, at least go and revise yesterday's class for just 10 minutes and sit in my class, because I will be asking you questions from now. If I'm not asking questions, you will be not recalling and you will be not revising. Yes or no? Yes? Shameless. You have to have some shame to say like yes. Okay, so see this question. Can you write the answer for this question? Discuss the implications of financial irregularities in conservation foundations like Periyar Tiger Conservation Foundation on wildlife conservation efforts in India. What are the measures you have to take? So tell me, if this kind of financial irregularities are happening, what will be the impact? At least 4 to 5 points. Come on, think one by one. What will happen? What will be the impact? Huh? I have to repeat the question, right? Okay, so because of this financial irregularities in this Periyar Tiger Reserve, what will be the impact? Biodiversity, impact on biodiversity next. Economic. Okay. Okay, there will be impact on biodiversity. In one word, you can do that. Huh? that will be having impact on entire biodiversity. I will be taking biodiversity as a whole. It is a holistic term. Apart from that. Okay. Lack of audit means it will also reduce public trust. Yeah, next. Lack of transparency, lack of accountability. Next. Waste of public money. Next. In future, whenever government is coming up with any project, people will not be ready to pay the money in form of taxes, right? Yes. So in that way, in that situation, at least you have to recall whatever the knowledge you gained, and you have to try to rate at least 4 to 5 points on the site itself. Okay. So if you are doing that, you can clear your mains easily. Okay, and see this question: which state in India is home to Periyar Tiger Reserve, known for its significant biodiversity and tiger conservation efforts? Very easy. Where is smiling after seeing the question? Okay. And this editorial page, so can you see this article? Can you read this title? What is this title? Intergenerational equity as a tax devolution criteria. So can you guess what this article is talking about? At least guess what it may be talking about. Tax devolution, where we discussed horizontal and vertical tax devolution. In which topic? Yes, ma'am, somewhere I heard this. Tell me where you heard this. Finance Commission? Yes? Oh shit. I lost the chance. Yes, in Finance Commission, we discussed about horizontal and vertical devolution of taxes. Now, why it is talking about intergenerational equity? So, what is the meaning of intergeneration at least? Intergeneration. Intergeneration means from one generation to another generation. Okay, so there is one more word here. What is equity? Equity. Equity ka matlab means, tell me. Okay, I'll write these two words. Now you have to explain what is the difference and meaning. Equality on one side. Next one is equity. So what is equality and what is equity? Is there any difference or they are same? Same? Same or different? Tell me now, what is the difference at least? Same or different? Now tell me what is the difference between them? Uh, okay, I will draw one image. So based on that, you can understand what is equality. So there is very tall person, very short person, and medium height. Equality means, for example, if there is any chocolate or anything which had been placed here, so we are trying to provide equal chairs. But in this equity, so we have same tall person, short person, and medium person, but based on their height, we will be giving the support. Okay, so that all will be having equal place. Now, if you see the size of this chair we are giving as a support, it will be changes based on the height. It is called as equity. So now do you understand the concept clearly? What is the difference between equality and equity? Equality means irrespective, we are providing the same things. But equity means we want to take them to the equal stage, irrespective of support we are giving. Okay, now if you see this article, now tell me what it is saying at least. Guess now. So I gave you every concept. Now tell me what is this intergenerational equity as tax devolution criteria. At least guess no. Now you can guess, right? Do it fast. For next generation, the tax devolution. Okay. Come on, at least guess, say something. Even if you're saying wrong, nothing will matter here. You will be learning, right? So tell me. Uh, okay, tax devolution is coming from center to state. Here we have central government, and from central government, tax will be given to state. Now tell me. Okay, I will explain. Don't worry. I don't want to pressure you much. Just you completed your geography only, no? Nothing will happen. You will be learning in the future. It's my responsibility, okay? So if you say this article is saying that intergenerational equity should be considered in tax devolution to ensure fairness and prevent burdening on future generations. So actually every year what happens, the debt will be increasing. So whenever debt is increasing, then what happened? The future generations you have to pay. You said right, okay? So what are the things that you said is right, but you have to connect from our tax devolution wise. Okay, so whenever the tax which is devoluted from center to state, it have to take this future generation even into account, and based on that government need to give the transfers or the grants to the states. Clear? So this article is saying that intergenerational equity principles requires equal opportunities and outcomes for all generations. For all generations, it have to give the equal opportunities and as well as equal outcomes. So we have to keep this in your mind whenever we are focusing on tax devolutions. And whenever we are going for increasing of borrowing, for example, now our country which is having, we are going to have bullet train, and we are having more disasters because of climate change. So to address this, what happened? We need more money. So if government is not thinking about our future generations, if it is going to other countries and if it is borrowing the debt, so who has to pay? The future generations have to pay, right? So whenever we are going for borrowing, we have to take this future generation into account, and so that we should not increase the burden on the future generation. So that is the idea behind this article. Have you got it now, at least? Okay. So what is this intergenerational equity? So intergenerational equity is focusing on fairness between the generations. So present generation, how they are facing, the same way future generation should face, but not high. Okay, so that is about this intergenerational equity, and it is focusing on fair and just distribution of resources, and as well as opportunities should be provided for everyone. And here we are focusing on even environmental policy, governance, and as well as we are focusing on balance between current development and as well as future development, and how we have to preserve our culture. Everything we have to take into consideration when we talk about this word called as intergenerational equity. Okay, not only from economy point of view. Can you see this article? Choosing right track to cut post-harvest losses. Yes, tell me, what is the keyword here at least? You can easily, yeah, post-harvest means? Post-harvest means after harvest. After harvest is called as post-harvest. Okay, so here what is this right track? What is the meaning of right track? Which, which track it is talking about? Right track only. What is that right track? Preserving them. It is talking about railways. Okay, railways. It is talking about to reduce post-harvest loss. Now you can guess what is this article talking about. Come on, you can. So this much boost no one will give you. Come on, tell me something. Transport. Yes, it is talking about transport. Next. So how we are getting loss after harvest is done? In which crops at least? Only tomato? Other than that. So we have perishable goods. So perishable means they will be spoiled within a very less time. So examples, at least now tell me perishable goods ka example. Vegetables and fruits. Oh my god. Vegetables and fruits. So after harvest, we have to transport them as soon as possible to the market so that we can reduce the losses to the farmers. So now why it is in news? Because our Indian Railways is taking some incentives or the steps to decrease this post-harvest losses. So here you have to know which are the opportunities that we are going to have from this railways, or you have to write the heading initiatives of railways to decrease post-harvest losses. That's it, simple. Simple, no? Yes or no? And now guess about what are the initiatives maybe. So what initiatives? Okay, so I will give you one more hint. Okay, hint here is, so how can we increase shelf life of perishable goods? How can we increase the life of these perishable goods? What we need? Huh? Chemicals. How this railways can provide chemicals? It is not having any chemical industry. So keep it aside. Next. Yes, very good. Storage. Next. Next. Logistic charges. Okay, I will be keeping at the last. Next. Venkatesh, please expand on this. How this logistic costs is related to life of the vegetables or fruits? Is there any link, direct link? Uh, uh. People will go for using this transport system, right? Okay, let it be. Next, other reasons. I want major. Huh? Fast movement. Yesterday itself we saw crashing of trains. How can you talk about fast movement apart from that? Next. Sir? Monica, think how can we increase storage? So what exactly we want in the storage? Cold storage system. God, to got this cold storage system, I took this much time. Very good students. Okay, let us see this article in detail. So India is facing significant challenges in this post-harvest losses because especially fruits and vegetables, they will be got spoiled within days. Like they cannot be stored even for 1 week. For example, tomatoes, everything will be get rotten within 2 to 3 days. For example, fruits, which fruits will be spoiled fastly? Examples? Banana. Next, apart from that, apples will not. Apples can be stored for the long period of time. Apart from that, mangoes. Okay, so they are perishable commodities. So that what happened whenever there is no proper supply chain like transport system, then the losses will be further increases. So whenever losses are increasing, who will be get impacted? You or me, farmers. You will be not getting impacted. I am not getting impacted. Only the farmers will be getting impacted. But why we have to think about these farmers? Because government came up with an ambitious project of doubling of farmers' income. So how, whenever this perishable goods are wasting off, it is getting losses to the farmer, and how can government can increase the income of farmer? Cannot. So to increase the farmers' income, so this kind of steps can be taken by the government, right? So here, what happened? They are focusing on improving of transportation and even to reduce the losses, and they want to enhance farmers' income. So these three things are there. What are the steps that they are taking by the railways? They are focusing on these three things. Okay. So why we need this effective supply chains? Because you have to write these 2 points for sure in your notes. So India ranks second in global agriculture production and 8th in the global agriculture exports. So we are producing second. That means India in the world itself, India is second in global agriculture production. But in case of exports, we are ranking, our rank is 8th. Okay, second in production and 8th in exports. And because of this post-harvest losses, it is reaching 1,52,790 crores of loss after once we are getting harvest. So many farmers, they will be facing challenges to get the harvest, and even after getting the harvest itself, it is causing huge losses to the farmers. So that what happened, farmer crisis is increasing in India. So now Indian Railways is going to take some steps. So first one is they want to improve supply chain efficiencies, right? That means they want to increase the transportation facilities, And this one is they are also coming up with some initiatives like truck on train service. So take it down, truck on train service. Okay, railway initiatives, keep heading railway initiatives to increase income of farmer. So first one is truck on train service, next one is Kisan Rail. Truck on train service, next one is Kisan Rail. So through this, they want to improve transportation of this perishable goods so that it can enhance farmers' income. And next one is they want to control temperature in these wagons. So train dabba is called as wagons, right? Okay, so they want to come up with control temperature. That means cold storage transport system to increase further shelf life of this perishable goods. And also they want rail side facilities, and they want to improve this loading and unloading process should be very fast. Okay, so if you are sitting there just for loading and unloading for one day, again there will be huge amount of losses. So loading and unloading should be very fast. So on those also they are focusing, and even they are focusing on the food safety. And next one is whenever we are reducing this post harvest losses, then what happened? Obviously there will be increasing of farmer income, and even we can reduce the price volatility. That means we can increase the supply of this food or this fruits or vegetables in the market, so that we can control food price. And next one is improved market access also we can establish. So these are the some key takeaways from this article. Okay, clear? And there is one question, try to see this question, can you answer this or not? Read out the question. Discuss the challenges faced by India in mitigating post-harvest losses of perishable commodities, and here you have to examine the role of initiatives of Indian Railways. Okay, you have 4 to 5 points now. Truck on rails, next one is Kisan Rails, cold storage, okay, loading and unloading. So you can write 4 to 5 points now, right? Any doubt? Clear? You can see this article. In search of jobs, technology must be harnessed for easing burden for efficiency. So what is this article is talking about? Come on, at least guesses. Now onwards, we will be focusing on this guesswork so that you can also improve your thinking process. Right? Yes or no? Is this good, or just can I go on reading on my side? Is this good or not? Are you feeling good or not? Are you feeling sleepy? Every day you will be feeling sleepy while I am taking class. I know. Today everyone is active. Yes? Yesterday you slept in class. Yes, I saw. Yes, tell me, what is this article talking about? Employment generation will remain a major challenge. So here you can see the word, what is the word given? Technology. And on the other side it is talking about employment. So what is the relationship between technology and employment? CSE students. Inverse relation or direct relation? Yes, technology and employment are inversely related. That means whenever there is increasing of technology, there will be decreasing of employment. So can you tell me some examples? ChatGPT. ChatGPT, right? Next. Yes, AI. Next. Machine learning, robots. Robots are now serving in the hotels, even taking classes in teachers. Maybe in this IS Academy also, in future, we may get one robot to teach you. Yes or no? Shall we? Shall we have that? Okay, next tell me. We have AI anchors for for TV channels, AI based anchors. Next tell me. In hospitals also we have robots. Yeah. So what happens? So because of increasing of technology, there is decreasing of employment. Then what we have to do? What are the solutions we have? Now tell me about solutions. What can we do? Fast. Online students, please, you can also think, and whatever the ideas you have, please post your ideas in comment box. Okay, I will discuss. I don't want to waste much of the time. So this article is saying that employment generation is one of the important challenge for this, again, Modi 3.0 government. So again, we have this Modi 3.0 government in central level. So for this government, they are facing this challenge of employment generation because of improving of technological advancements. Because technology and employment are inverse related. So this is also one challenge. So even there are many reports are saying that because of increasing of technology, there is decreasing of employment. We know that. But whenever you're writing your answer, you have to show those reports. So one report is ASUSC, please make a note. ASUSC, and next one is ILO. So what is ILO? International Labour Organization. Okay, whenever you're writing that, yes, technology and employment are inversely related in box, you have to give this report. So these reports are saying about, yes, employment and technology are inverse related. So because of increasing of technology, there is decreasing of employment opportunities. Okay. Yeah. And next, now what we have to do is, recently government is coming up with robot tax. Robot tax. That means robots are not going to pay tax. But in the name of robots, tax is collected by the government, and that tax will be used by the people who lost their job because of technology. Okay. So take down this robot tax, and even government is providing some incentives for job creation this year budget, and as well as they are focusing on industrialization of agriculture. Okay, industrialization of agriculture. So this is the one keyword that you can use whenever you are writing about employment generation. So we can go for industrialization of agriculture. That means in agriculture we can use like we can focus on especially food processing. For example, if you take kg tomatoes, now it is 100 rupees, but normally it will be like 10 to 20 rupees, no. So at that time, as you all know, it is very perishable goods. So if farmer is not getting enough amount of money, he will be just throwing it. Yes or no? Many a times it happens. So rather than that, we can take that tomatoes and we can make it to ketchup sauce. So how much it costs for 1 kg? Okay. So actually we have pot. Remember this pot. Pot means P for potato, O for onion, and T for tomato. So these three vegetables, their price is very volatile. We can't expect how the price will be changing of this pot products. So we can take those products whenever there are low cost, and we can go for processing. And even onion also, rather than selling of onion, we can get onion flakes, onion sauce, onion like that, so that the value is very high when we are processing it to some other product. So like that, we can go for industrialization of agriculture, so that we can decrease the food wastage also, and we can increase the farmer income, and even that will be contributing to our economy at large. So we have multiple advantages. So that we have to focus, and whenever we are going for increasing of food processing, and even we can create employment generation there. Yes or no? Okay, those are the solutions we have now to address this job crisis. So there are 3 points which are given here. Clear? So if you are writing answer regarding how we can increase employment opportunities, so now you can write these 3 points: robot tax. Next one is job creation. Next one is incentives from government side, and next one is industrialization of agriculture. And apart from that, even we have different stakeholders, like government is involving, private sector is involving, labor unions are there, stakeholders are there. So all these, they have to collaborate together, and they have to come up with the proper solutions, so that we can increase economic growth and as well as employment growth, etc. Clear? Yes or no? Any doubts? Is it everything going on smoothly, or getting bored? Getting bored? Getting sleep? Okay, so next topic, on political representation of women. So what is this article talking about? Read the title twice and tell me. It's very easy, simple. Manoj, Sujata, what is this talking about? It is talking about simply how many women who are participating in this politics, political representation. So can you tell me what is the percentage in Lok Sabha? 13. 30. Where? Recently we passed the bill, that is Nari Shakti bill. On that bill also you got question 2024 prelims. They gave 3 statements about that. So actually recently we passed a bill, and that became an act, and that is providing 33% of reservation for women in Lok Sabha and as well as state legislative assembly. But in this elections that had not been implemented, because we don't have this 2021 census data. So after we get this 2024 census data, and again when we will be having elections, general elections? In which year? 29. So in that 29, they will be implementing this. So although this bill had been passed in 2023 itself, We have to wait 2029 till to implement. You can see how slow the process going on in India. So you people should make India fast to run. Okay. So this article is saying that women representation in Indian Parliament has historically been very low, and recently we passed a bill that comes under 106 Constitution Amendment Act. You have to write this 106 CAA, which talks about 33% of reservation for women in Lok Sabha and as well as state legislative assemblies. And next one is already, if you see, when we got independence in year 1947, after we got independence, we came up with our constitution, and after that we came up with first general elections in India in which year? 1952. So in 1952 we have this first general elections in India. In that general elections we have this universal suffrage. That means whoever crosses age of 18, they have this right to vote. But even though there is no particular participation of women in politics, and now in this 18th Lok Sabha also we have only 14% of MPs who are women. Okay, that's it. Nothing much you have to remember about this 106 Constitution Amendment Act. You have to focus. Okay, so these are the important articles that appeared in our today's Hindu newspaper. So by this I'm concluding. And one thing I want to say here is on 24th July 2024, we are going to start our environment classes, and we are providing both on offline and online, and that classes will be taken by Miller sir, who is renowned faculty for both geography and environment. And I'm sure if you attend those classes, you can enjoy environment as our students who are enjoying this geography now. So in the same way, if you want to enjoy this environment and to learn the concepts and to learn last 2 years of current affairs and especially conventions, protocols, no one will be teaching that. But our Vilasar is going to take the classes for next 10 days from 24th onwards. So every day the class timings will be from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And if you want to join that class, and if you have any query regarding that environment course, you can call me on this number 8074765513. And even this is WhatsApp number, you can text me also. So that's all guys. Thank you so much for attending this class, and please do like and share this class, and don't forget to subscribe to Rathods Academy.